On the 1st of April 2023, I uploaded my magnum opus, The Downfall of Darren Grimes, a 45-minute video that was immediately demonetized by YouTube. This is because it contained nudity, subjects that people would find offensive, and a variety of other things that broke the rules. Plus, as it was a bloody long video, I think that a lot of people stayed away from it. So, in a bid to make a monetized version, which is much shorter, you're now going to see a condensed version of the video. These are some of the best bits from the 45-minute video, and hopefully you'll whet your appetite and you will go along and watch the whole thing afterwards. This is the condensed, shortened Downfall of Darren Grimes. But Darren Grimes wasn't always a propagandist for hire. During his teenage years, Darren was a hairdresser and later a failed fashion student. Here he is supporting Norman Lamb for the Lib Dem leadership. Darren's views weren't yet a mixture of anti-LGBT bile and non-stop transphobia and targeted online hatred towards brown-skinned people like Sadiq Khan, Marcus Rashford, Diane Abbott, Meghan Markle, David Lammy and so on. In fact, Darren's views used to be the complete opposite of what he's paid to be like today. Here's an example.
The fact that in 2015 we have kids who are self-harming due to homophobic bullying is disgusting. It is wrong. And the government is not acting fast enough on adopting sex and relationship education to teach kids about homosexuality, about transsexuality. We should be taught from a young age that these are normal things. These people are normal people within our society that you are going to meet. Why is more not being done for these poor kids?
Imagine if Darren Grimes supported trans rights today. His audience would leave him in their droves. Thankfully, people who aren't fans of Darren Grimes have discovered that he does have a nickname. I think I mentioned it on here before, but my cousin went to school with Darren Grimes and everyone called him Crafty Wank because he was caught beating off under his desk in year 9. Now what makes all of this even funnier is Darren's reaction to that tweet. Notice that Crafty isn't even tagged in the post, right? Which means he was either informed that this tweet exists, or even worse, he Twitter searches the words Crafty Wank quite regularly just to see if anyone has revealed that he has a nickname. And if you're subject to a revelation such as this, it's really important how you handle it. Famously, David Cameron, former British Prime Minister, ignored the allegations that, as a university student, he inserted his penis into the mouth of a dead pig and simulated sex with it. This did David Cameron no favours because he was part of Eton's Bullingdon Club, who were well known to behave badly and have initiation ceremonies. Therefore, the allegations were totally believable and truly it was the best time to be on Twitter ever. Crafty took a different approach to David Cameron and these rumours, which has massively backfired for him in the most hilarious way possible, as this exchange proves. I think I've mentioned it on here before, but my cousin went to school with Darren Grimes and everyone called him Crafty Wank because he was caught beating off under his desk in year 9. Very funny, just to let you know, I've emailed my lawyer and I'll be instructing him to prosecute you to the full extent of the law. That sounds cool. Looking forward to hearing from your lawyer, Lamau. Take your post down immediately, pet. I'm really not messing about here. You better tell me your name now. I want to know who you are, like. You want my name? Yes, and mark my words, you're going to regret your tweet. What's your cousin's surname? I can see his first name is Ben, can he, lad? My name is Penis Balls. Which law am I breaking, by the way, just so I can prepare for court, Lamau? You'll find out soon enough, like. It'll be great having all your old school chums testifying that you jacked your little pud in a lesson. Unless, of course, you can prove otherwise. And to this day, every time Darren posts some of his propaganda on Twitter, 90% of all the replies he receives are just people calling him Crafty Wank. But before his vacation had even finished, Darren Grimes was revealed to be the Prince Andrew of propagandists due to claims that he sexually harassed a young, junior, straight, male member of GB News' staff. As Politicalite reports, Darren Grimes stalked him, threatened to have him fired and sent him abusive messages. Darren turned up at his flat and tried to get in and lured him to his hotel room at the infamous GB News Hilton. He was accused of abusing his position of power at the broadcaster. Our GB News insider claimed he abused his authority to demand the relationship with a junior staffer. The lad was threatened with losing his job if he did not comply. Now, despite the controversy, Darren announced on Twitter that he was still employed by GB News and would return to his show just a few weeks after his holiday had ended. He was, as his Twitter bio points out, not yet cancelled, although he also deleted all of his tweets, which is totally what an innocent man would do. There you go, there's a little taster of the video. Watch the full 45 minutes by clicking on the link at the end of this video and down in the description box. And if you do like my videos, remember that you can give me some cash and it would encourage me to keep making those videos. For more on that, here's a word from our sponsor.
And you can support me in this latest venture by subscribing to my channel, by sharing and liking content you enjoy, and by supporting this independent journalism with as little as the price of a cup of coffee. Because folks, from the bottom of my heart, many of you have been with us on this journey for years now. I want to thank you once again for hopefully joining us on this next chapter. Because boy oh boy, I cannot wait to get started.